Wait, I've thought of something. Why don't we rent a video tonight?
Pizza Dude's got 30 seconds.
Guys, it's so much fun, Chan. Get it?
What's your favorite scary movie?
I don't know.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
All right, so did you guys watch? We've all seen Richie Rich, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so when I was a kid,
And
I
Blank
thought
Check.
Richie Rich. Yeah, and Blank Check. When I watched those movies as a kid, I was like, oh man, these are great. Like, those movies are kind of the same about, hey, these kids both have money. Well, not in Blank Check, but in Richie Rich, their parents are powerful. You know, they really just want friends to share it with. And then comes fucking First Kid. And that movie's kind of like Richie Rich too, where, you know, the kid's in a powerful situation. He's the son of the president. He's got money. Except in that movie, the kid's just a fucking asshole and doesn't deserve to have fucking friends. I mean, at the beginning of the movie, the main agent who's like guarding him or whatever, he just fucks with this guy's life like every single fucking day.
Yeah. He's such a bitch, this kid.
Locking the door so he can't get in. All this shit that like a spoiled ass fucking brat would do to you. Eventually, this guy ends up losing his job because of this fucking kid. But not only does he lose his job, he kind of becomes like a fucking alcoholic and like loses his wife and shit. As a kid, I was like, man, at the end of that movie when, you know, he gets gunned down or whatever, I'm like, hey man, good for that guy. He got gunned down. He was an asshole. I watch that movie now and I'm just like, man, I feel bad for that guy. That guy not only lost
his life.
Yeah, lost everything because this kid's just an absolute shit. I just, like, throughout the whole movie, I'm just, like, watching him and I'm like, man, I'm glad this kid doesn't have friends because he's just a fucking asshole.
I love how, like, they don't even, like, try to, like, reassign him to something. They just, like, fire him, even though, like, they all know the kid is a fucking douchebag. And instead of, like, trying to give the dude another chance, they're just like, no, you're gone. It's just, like imagine a fucking kid holds, like, your career in their hands. And it's just, like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, the whole, like you were saying, he, like, fucked with him so much. And then, like, they go to, like, the mall to try clothes on, and he just, like, pulls his pants down and, like, moons everybody. Like, what the fuck? Like, I was just, like...
Like, how do you not know your kid's that big of an asshole?
That's the biggest thing, too, is, like, their parents are just like, oh, why are you being so rough with my fucking son? Why'd you yoke him up in the fucking dressing room?
Yeah, I part of me really wished that, like, that dude would have just gunned down the kid and then, like, killed himself at the end of the movie. And, like, that was the end, and the only one who was still alive was Sinbad. Yeah. But, like, I was just, like...
It just goes right into fucking Jingle All the Way, where he's no longer a fucking Secret Service agent. He's just a fucking mailman now.
Yeah, 100%. Which is also a government job, so...
Yeah, I was gonna say, when Sinbad was in these movies, like, he's interchangeable. Like, he's Sinbad in every movie. Like, he's not the role, you know.
And Sinbad eventually, like, takes over, and he's just still an asshole to fucking Sinbad, even though Sinbad's, like, much cooler, obviously. He's like, hey, I'll be your friend, you know, we can do things together, and, you know, all this shit, and he's just like...
Is that your Sinbad impression?
Yeah. He's just like... Yeah, okay. He's just like, no, like, I'm gonna be an asshole to you, Sinbad, fuck you. Like, the cast in this movie is actually not bad either. You know, outside of Sinbad, you got fucking Great Bambino, Art LaFleur.
Yeah, R.I.P. just passed away.
Yeah. There's a great line, too, Art LaFleur delivers in this fucking movie where he tells Sinbad, he's like...
Hours, you'll be full-time in Crown. Yes. As the personal agent to the First Kid.
No.
Codename Prince, also known as Luke Davenport.
Yeah, is this codename really the Prince?
And fucking... Yeah, and I'm just like, the Prince of Cox? Because that's what this kid is, a fucking asshole.
Dude, yeah, he's such a cockbag the whole movie.
Request. You wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for the DSAC here. I'm going to be watching you, Sims, and the second you screw up, you're going to be working credit card fraud in East Cleveland. Do you hear me?
If you don't want to watch this fucking kid, you know what you can do? You can go do credit card checks in fucking East Cleveland. And when he said that shit, man, I was like, what? That shit fucking hit me hard when he said that, knowing what fucking East Cleveland is like, and I was just like, damn.
It's like they like knew that we grew up in Cleveland, and they're like, oh, how could we really let these motherfuckers know, like, this guy's gonna have a terrible life? I got an idea. Let's send him to fucking East Cleveland to do fucking credit.
Not even just Cleveland, fucking East Cleveland.
Yeah.
The mean streets of EC.
It's one of my favorite fucking moments in this movie too. Is when he starts to get bullied at school from the one kid from Home Improvement. Sinbad at one moment just goes like,
Hey, Mr. Luke, let's see how you doing, yo.
Gets in like a kind of like a pushing match with the kid from Home Improvement. And then he tries to like punch him, and the fucking kid from Home Improvement just is like,
slaps like my sister. You know, as a matter of fact, I think my sister slaps a little bit harder.
This kid slaps like my fucking sister, and then he just overhooks him right in the fucking face, and he starts bleeding. And honestly, I was just like, oh, this is so fucking great. And Sinbad tries to save him, but you know he fucking like didn't on purpose, because he's just like, fuck you, you asshole. Like, enjoy that fucking knuckle sandwich, you little shit.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I would have let this kid get his shit pushed in, too. And I would have faked like I was going to help him at the end and then let him get shot.
Look, I get it. Like, your dad is the president. He probably doesn't spend that much time with you. But, like, you know, I don't feel like you have to be an asshole to everybody else. You know what I mean? They didn't do anything to you. So, like, the fact that he's just, like, you know, he's an asshole to all these people. He's trying to get all these dudes fired. Like, when he gets punched in the face by this bully, like, it was like one of the most satisfying moments for me. I remember seeing that as a kid. I'm like, oh yeah, he definitely deserved that shit. When he throws up his hands too, there's no way this dude's gonna punch this dude. Like, why is he even putting his hands up? And then he just fucking, that dude just like overhooks his ass. And it was like, I don't know. It was the most satisfying moment for me rewatching this movie.
You know, where him and Sinbad kind of start becoming friends, you know, because he's just like, oh, no one want to be my friend no more. I guess I'll be friends with you, Sinbad. And Sinbad's like, right, yeah, I'm about to be ready to take over on Eagle. And he's like, all right, I'm going to teach this kid how to box. And the boxing fucking montage scenes in this movie are so fucking bullshit. It's just like, they're like dance scenes. And I'm just like, this kid could barely hold his fucking hands up from the gloves because he like weighs 90 pounds. Gonna become some Golden Glove fucking boxer and shit. And you know, this is how the movie Rocky started. You know, just he was bullying as the first kid, and now he's the fucking Italian stallion.
You know, they go to that girl's birthday party at the roller rink because, like, you know, when we were kids, like the roller rink was like one of the coolest things.
It was the fucking shit, hottest place, man. Tons of fucking roller pussy.
Okay.
Yeah. So they fucking go to this thing, and like he's like dressed like a fucking weirdo, obviously, because he doesn't want to get caught. But like fucking Sinbad is like dressed up as the Coke can, and like he's just trying to fucking skate around. The dudes keep.
Dude, that costume's so fucking weird though, because it's not even just like it's not even like a cup of Coke, but it's like a pizza being dunked into a cup of Coke, and
that's
I'm like,
how I eat my fucking pizza.
Yeah, who the fuck eats their pizza that
so
way?
Weird.
You know, like, let me just pick up a fucking whole medium pizza and just fucking ram it into a fucking Coke can and just fucking drink it all together.
But
you know?
I love too, like Luke like skates by Katie, and like of course like the time he happens to skate by her, her friends are just like,
Great party, Katie. You're so popular.
Yeah, but didn't you invite Luke Davenport? Yeah, I guess he couldn't make it.
Great party, Katie. Yeah. But I thought Luke Davenport was coming. It's like what are the fucking odds of them saying that as he like skates by? Like, it's just like, I don't know. It was just like, oh my god, this is like,
it's so fucking bad acting, you know, because I think she even goes, oh, Luke's so hot and blah blah blah, and they're like, nah, he's not hot. They just want that fucking Prince dick, you know. They want that fucking presidential Star-Spangled Banner ball cock, you know. Yeah, he's like trying to get with her the whole time, and Rob's like, nah, I'm about to give her that toll time cock. He's just like wondering why no one wants to fucking talk to him, and she wants to fucking obviously be with him and date him because she keeps talking to him, but if she knew he was a fucking asshole, she'd probably just use him for his fucking money and leave. They get like, have like some kind of middle school dance or some shit, you know? He's like, oh, I want to go to this dance with Katie, but I don't know how to dance, Sinbad. Teach me how to dance. And Sinbad starts teaching him like all this like basic ass shit, like throwing dice and like moving his hips and shit to like some hip hop shit, which is cool, but there's no way they're fucking playing hip hop at a middle school dance in a fucking Disney movie. He tries to go to this dance and he gets told he can't go because they find like a suspicious backpack outside of the White House. It's probably a fucking bomb with a note in there that says Luke deserves to fucking die.
pretty much.
He gets fucking mad and starts throwing his shoes like he's at a George Bush conference. Fucking Sinbad ends up sneaking his ass out because he's like, nah, man, we fucking practice these dance moves. You got to go show them off to Katie. And then when he's at the dance, he gets in a fight again with, I think it's Rob, the kid from Tool Time or whatever. And he actually beats him up because his boxing's been so great, you know. And
imagine doing like one or two boxing lessons and then you can like beat anybody's ass. Imagine if that's how life worked. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I know how to throw jabs now. I'm gonna beat somebody's ass. Like, I don't know. That dude is like twice the size as Luke. So like the fact that like I don't know. It was just, and of course, like, in the movie, too, I feel like as soon as Luke hits him, like, Sinbad gets in the way so the other dude can't hit him. Like,
yeah, it's like a cheap shot.
Imagine if that happened. You just be like, what the fuck just happened?
You get snuck, and then you can't even defend yourself because this full-grown man is there just waiting to beat your ass.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, though, like, Luke is a little bitch, and, like, he gets, like, he's a dickhead. So, like, it doesn't surprise me that his parents don't let him do anything.
Yeah, because
like, he's just an asshole. So, like, they're probably just like, nah, dude, like, you can't go to the dance. You can't even leave your room. Like, it's just like, I don't know. He's kind of a dick. So, like, I
like, when he's in his fucking room, the whole time throughout the fucking movie, he's on that fucking chat board or whatever.
Snake chat, dude.
Snake chat? Yeah, it's where a bunch of guys get on there to talk about their cocks.
Yeah.
You know? And, but yeah, he's on there chatting. You think he's chatting with some other kid. Come to find out it's the guy from the beginning who's trying to, you know, set him up to fucking get him alone so he could fucking kidnap him and then kill him or, you know, whatever the fuck he's gonna do.
I was really hoping that we were gonna get some like butterfly effect, like child molestation scene or something.
Okay.
But like, it was just I don't know. Like, I feel like it could have been of course it was a Disney movie, but it was just like the way they were building it up. It was like, oh, this dude's gonna get like raped in like a bathroom at the mall.
Well, they did that because this is the generation when the internet first came out, and then like when the internet came out and chat rooms were big, like they would always have these commercials on TV and shit, and like ads everywhere saying that basically like if you don't know who you're talking to on the internet, you should be careful because you're gonna get raped in a mall bathroom. Like that was the thing. So then I feel like Disney piggybacked on that and was like, we could use this. Like they were trying to push that narrative so bad.
Woods invites him to the mall because they're gonna go hang out at fucking Virtual Village, which by the way is like the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen. He gets there and like he starts playing the fucking game, and the game is just like some fucking shooting thing. But the funniest thing that like as I'm watching him play this, the fucking voice, it just keeps going.
Behind you. Close with no cigar.
Like this weird ominous voice, like faster, I'm behind you, and it sounds like fucking the fucking tiger from the temple and fucking Aladdin. And the beginning of the fucking movie, I forgot. He goes to his buddy in the mall and gets him that peace necklace that's like a tracker. He goes to his buddy in the mall and he's like, where's he at, man? Like, the thing's not charging and blah, blah, blah. And he like charges it up and he's like, he's in the fucking mall. Fucking dude who's like, who built this necklace for him, this guy who's like in a fucking wheelchair who probably used to be an agent. Because I think he's like, I used to work for them and blah, blah, blah. He probably used to be an agent for Luke until he got fucking shot and then got paralyzed. And he's like, fuck, I can't be an agent anymore.
Luke probably shot him in his
back. It's like, I can't be an agent anymore.
Shot him in the back.
I gotta fucking, build these fucking spy gadgets because I fucking took a bullet for Luke's bitch ass. When he's like going around the mall looking for him, the guy in the fucking wheelchair goes X Games mode down the fucking escalator and just fucking like flies. He's like, he's fucking down here. You get to the fucking end scene. He rocks the shit out of Woods, man. And he like falls into that fountain Scarface style and shit. And he's just like, And then he fucking like rises from the dead and he's like, oh man, I can finally kill Luke. And then fucking Sinbad had to, saves the fucking day. And one great part too I forgot about in this movie, there's a scene where his fucking dad, who's the president, is like in the Oval Office on like a video chat call with fucking Bill Clinton. And you think he's just like, yo, Bill, like, where's the best place in the fucking White House to get fucking a blowjob? And Bill Clinton's like, he's like, call my friend Ace.
Okay.
He knows the best about getting blowjobs for free.
Yeah, it's cool, it's good. All right, man. See, you're a dancing fool, man. What I'm talking? Look at that. So much you can't dance. You got it. All right, here we go.